to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is
they run it with Carson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Top-ranked kids love the idea that they might go in the first round. But sometimes you fall into the right situation when you don't. I think that happened for Uchenna Nwosu out of USC. He went to the Chargers, a team that gets after the quarterback, but Joey Bosa, no.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
But a long way to go on third down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Following the interception here, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and...
Third and short yardage, Rivers. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second down, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Rivers, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Carlos Henderson. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And he spots Henderson open left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure off the...
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now for the point after. No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Typically down in the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Going deep for, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 44 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Red Delta! Yeah, Rocket.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Rivers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Twelve. One now a little bit. Alpha!
Rivers again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Rivers. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Good. 390.
To the air again here, Rivers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Go orange. Orange. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Now Donnie Jones, an original 7th-round pick of the Seahawks, on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it, pushing his way inside the 40. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Okay.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
A great effort there. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. This is Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now they try the right side here. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now it's Wilson. Open man, it's the man. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver where any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, check. 14.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And able to find Decker. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch.
There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Brown! Hey, Rocket!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Rivers now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check left, left, left! Done.
Rivers to throw this time. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Get there. Buffalo wall. Right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Go, run it. Oh, yeah!
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down. All up. Set. Brown 80. Kill.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. Oh, now he bowls him over. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he spins away. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Everyone's got 4 down.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Renegade, 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 renegade. call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I be out on the late night, opposite a play fight. See fine break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't